round of football questions for you. It's a bit easier today, easy to medium. The full categories today are stadiums, club nicknames, Champions League, European Cup, and European leagues. All of them are 8 questions, so best of luck. Number 1, who plays at Griffin Park? So number 1, who plays at Griffin Park? Number 2, what is the oldest stadium still in use? So number 2, what is the oldest stadium still in use? Number 3, who used to play at Filbert Street? So number 3, who used to play at Filbert Street? Number 4, has Everton ever played home games at Anfield? So number 4, has Everton ever played home games at Anfield? Number 5, what hill does Barnet play home games at? So number 5, what hill does Barnet play home games at? Number 6, what club calls Tannadice home? So number 6, what club calls Tannadice home? Number 7, what stadium has the highest capacity in Europe? So number 7, what has the highest seating capacity in Europe? And number 8, what is the largest stadium in Scotland? So number 8, what is the largest stadium in Scotland? Right, round 2, all about nicknames. So number 1, who are nicknamed the Clarets? Number 1, who is nicknamed the Clarets? Number 2, who are nicknamed the Bantams? Number 2, who is nicknamed the Bantams? Number 3, who are known as the Owls? Number 3, who is known as the Owls? Number 4, who are known as the Seasiders? So that's who are known as the Seasiders. Number 5, if you was a Smoggy, who would you support? That's if you was a Smoggy, who would you support? Number 6, who are known as the Tractor Boys? So number 6, who are known as the Tractor Boys? Number 7, what USA team are known as the Wizards? So number 7, what USA team are known as the Wizards? And number 8, who are the Trotters? So number 8, who are the Trotters? And that completes your nickname round. Now round 3 is about Champions League, European Cup. Everyone remembers the 2005 Champions League final between AC Milan and Liverpool. But what was the score when they met 2 years later? So number 1, everyone remembers the 05 Champions League final between Liverpool and AC Milan. But what was the score 2 years later? Number 2, which team has won more European Cups than their own top flight league? So which team has won more European Cups than their own top flight league? Number 3, who has made the most appearances in the Champions League? So number 3, who has made the most appearances in the Champions League? Number 4, who has scored the most goals in the Champions League? Number 4, who has scored the most goals in the Champions League? Number 5, Real Madrid has 13 European Cup/Champions League. Who has the second amount with 7? So number 5, Real Madrid has the most Champions League/European Cups with 13. Who has the second most with 7? Number 6, who is the first player to make 100 appearances in the Champions League? So number 6, who is the first player to make 100 appearances in the Champions League? Number 7, who is the oldest scorer in the Champions League? So number 7, who is the oldest scorer in the Champions League? And last one, number 8, who is the first player to win 3 Champions Leagues with 3 different clubs? And I believe he is still the only player to do it. So who is the first player to win 3 Champions League with 3 different clubs? And that completes your Champions League round. Now last round's on European leagues. So let's start. Number 1, who have won more La Ligas, Barcelona or Real Madrid? So number 1, who have won more La Ligas, Barcelona or Real Madrid? Number 2, who are the current champions of the Australian Top Flight League? So number 2, who is the current champions of the Austrian Top Flight League? Number 3, what is the Italian top flight known as? So what is the Italian top flight known as? Number 4, who are the most successful top flight team in France? So number 4, who has won the French Ligue 1 the most amount of times? Number 5, when did Borussia Dortmund last win the league? So number 5, when did Borussia Dortmund last win the league? Number 6, apart from Rangers or Celtic, who was the last team to win a Scottish Premier League? So apart from Rangers and Celtic, who was the last team to win a top flight Scottish League? Number 7. Who are the current champions of Portugal? Number 7. Who are the current champions of Portugal? Number 8, last one. What did Kaiserslautern do in the 97-98 season? So number 8, what did Kaiserslautern do in the 97-98 season? Right. I'll give you 30 seconds now and I'll start giving out the answers. Once again, you can let me know how you find it, how you're getting on. That'd be much appreciated. Right then, start giving out these answers. So the first round was stadiums. Number 1, who plays at Griffin Park? That is Brentford. So number 1 is Brentford. Number 2, what is the oldest stadium still in use? Is Bramall Lane of Sheffield United. So number 2 is Bramall Lane, Sheffield United. Number 3, who used to play at Filbert Street? Of course, that's Leicester City. So number 3, Leicester City. Number 4, has Everton ever played home games at Anfield? The answer is yes. I believe they did in the late 1800s before they moved to Goodison Park. Number 5, what hill does Barnet play home games at? That's Underhill. So number 5 is Underhill. Number 6, what club calls Tannadice home? That's Dundee United. So number 6, Dundee United. Number 7, what stadium is the highest capacity in Europe? Of course, that is the Camp Nou. So number 7, the Camp Nou. And number 8, what is the largest stadium in Scotland? And that is Celtic Park. So the largest stadium in Scotland is Celtic Park. So let's move on to round 2, which was nicknames. Who are nicknamed the Clarets was number 1. And of course that is Burnley. So number 1 is Burnley. Number 2, whose nickname is the Bantams? That is Bradford City. So who nicknames is the Bantams? That's Bradford City. Number 3, who are known as the Owls? That was Sheffield Wednesday. So number 3, Sheffield Wednesday. Number 4, who are known as the Seasiders? That is Blackpool. So number 4, Blackpool. Number 5, if you was a Smoggy, who would you support? That is Middlesbrough. So number 5, Middlesbrough. Number 6, who are known as the Tractor Boys? That was Ipswich. So number 6, Ipswich Town. Number 7, what USA team are known as the Wizards? And they are Sporting Kansas City. So number 7, Sporting Kansas City. And number 8, who are the Trotters? Of course, number 8, Bolton Wanderers. So Bolton Wanderers for number 8. Right, now Champions League and European Cup. Number 1, everyone remembers the 2005 final between AC Milan and Liverpool, but what was the score when they met 2 years later? It was 2-1 to AC Milan. So number 1, 2-1 to AC Milan. Number 2, who has won more European Cups than top flight leagues? And that is Nottingham Forest. They've won the European Cup twice, but only won the English top flight league once. So number 2 is Nottingham Forest. Number 3, who has the most appearances in the Champions League? That is ex-Real Madrid and Porto keeper Iker Casillas with 181. So the most appearances is Iker Casillas. Number 4, most goals? is from Ronaldo, 129. So number 4 is Ronaldo. Number 5. Real Madrid has had the most Champions League European Cups with 13. But who is the second amount? With 7. And it is AC Milan. So number 5 is AC Milan. Number 6. The first player to make 100 appearances in the Champions League was ex-Real Madrid striker Raul. So number 6 was Raul. Number 7. The oldest scorer in the Champions League. That is Francesco Totti for Roma. A couple of seasons ago now. So number 7, Francesco Totti. Number 8. Who is the first player to win 3 Champions League with 3 different clubs? I believe he's still the only player. And that is Clarence Seedorf, winner with Ajax, Real Madrid and AC Milan, I believe. So number 8, Clarence Seedorf. And your final round today was European leagues. So last round, number 1. Who has won more La Ligas, Barcelona or Real Madrid? Barcelona have 26, but Real Madrid have 33. So Real Madrid's the answer to that one. Number 2. Who is the current champions of the Austrian top league? So who is the current champions of the Austrian top league? That's Red Bull Salzburg. So Red Bull Salzburg, number 2. Number 3. What is the top flight in Italy known as? Of course, that's Serie A. So number 3 is Serie A. Number 4. Who is the most successful top flight French league team? So who's won the most Ligue 1s? And the answer to that is Saint Etienne. Well done if you got that one. Saint Etienne with 10. I believe PSG was due to equal that this season before it got voided. Number 5. When did Borussia Dortmund last win the league? And that was the 2011-2012 season. So the answer to 5 would be 2012. 2011-2012, whatever you want to put. Number 6. Apart from Rangers and Celtic, who is the last team to win the top flight Scottish League? And that was Aberdeen in 84, I believe, under Alex Ferguson. So number 6 is Aberdeen. Number 7. Who are the current champions of Portugal? That is Benfica. So number 7 is Benfica. Number 8. What did Kaiserslautern do in 97-98? Well, they got promoted the season before and won the Bundesliga in their first season. So a newly promoted team winning the league. So the answer is getting promoted and winning the league for number 8. And that completes it today. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, the categories were good. They wasn't. They're too hard. Again, too easy. I like to think they're a bit easier today. But any feedback's welcome. Hope you all have a good day and stay safe.